Hi, how are you doing? This is IBM-i By Doing. Welcome to IBM-i By Doing, a series of video sessions in which we do hands-on projects programming the IBM-i Midrange computer. I'm Madhu Vasudevan with over 20 years of IBM-i work experience at your service. The target audience is newbie programmers who want to learn RPG4 or RPG ILE on IBM-i. We will mount our RPG bikes right on top of the Subfile hill and slide down the valley of data file processing in RPG4 ILE. Just follow along. Working along with me, you will be able to do this. Early in this series, we will tackle the fabled RPG subfile, and we will create every possible variation of the subfile. We will create physical files, logical files, display files, printer files, and of course the RPG ILE programs to handle all these files. We will create some information display screens, some data entry screens, and generate some reports. Our subfile inquiry program will allow muggles to look up multiple train records in one screen. The search screen will accept a center name as input. After entering a center name, the muggle will press the enter key. Our program will pull up one page full of records of trains going to that center. If the muggle hits the enter key without inputting a center name, our program will pull up one page full of records of trains going to any and all the centers sorted alphabetically. If more is shown at the bottom and the muggle hits page down key, our program will pull up the next page of train records. From any page, user can press page up key, then our program will pull up the previous page of train records. This process can be continued until all requested data records have been viewed as subfile pages. After the last requested record has been loaded to the subfile, bottom will show at the bottom of the last page. If user presses page down key when bottom is shown, error message is shown and keyboard is locked. Finally, F3 may be pressed to quit the inquiry program and end the inquiry session. The city-wise trains information may be viewed by directly querying the physical file. We will run the query command on the physical file train set with the record select parameter set to view the records for specific centers. We will thus verify that our inquiry subfile is indeed working correctly. To keep me motivated to produce more and even better quality free content, please subscribe to this channel. Hit the like button below, leave a comment or two, and share this video with your colleagues, friends, and other IBM-i enthusiasts. Hit the bell icon below to actively follow along with the rest of our series. Having reviewed the logical file to access trains information city-wise, let's create a display file with a subfile for inquiring on the train's information. The display file creation process on the IBM-i is similar to any data or device file creation process. First, we need to create a source code schema of the display file. We will add another member in the source physical file QDDS SRC, but we will use Screen Design Aid SDA to create the display file member trainQ3. From the IBM-i command line, key in the command str SDA and hit enter. To design screens, key in option 1 and hit enter. Ensure that source file is QDDS SRC in your project library. Tab over to member field and key in trainQ3 for train inquiry 3 and hit enter. In work with display records screen, to add file level keywords, press F14, that is the shift plus the F2 key. In select file keywords screen, against general keywords, key in Y and hit enter. In select general keywords screen, Against separate indicators area, key in a Y, press the page down key. Against the keyword ref, key in train set, our data physical file name, and hit enter. Back in the select file keywords screen, against indicator keywords, key in a Y and hit enter. In define indicators keywords screen, to enable function key F3, under keyword column, key in CA03, under response indicator column, key in 03, under text column, key in F3 equals exit. Tab over to the second input line. In the second input line, to enable function key F12, under keyword column, key in CA12, under response indicator column, key in the number 12, under text column, key in F12 equals cancel. Then hit enter. Press F3 to exit file keywords. To save and exit, select keyword session, press 1 and hit enter. Note message in bottom which says file level keywords updated. In work with display records screen, to add a record format for the initial inquiry screen, under options, key in 1, tab over to record field and key in CNTRINQ for center inquiry and hit enter. In the add new record screen, confirm that the new record format name is CNTRINQ and type is record and hit enter. You are put into the design image work screen. Rule number 1, never use spacebar or tab or mouse to move the cursor. Always use only arrow keys. And rule number 2, never use column number 1 to type anything. In the very first line, using arrow keys, move cursor a few columns to the right and key in within quotes center inquiry and hit enter. You just created a block of text. Press F20, that is the Shift plus F8 key, to see your newly created text block in reverse image. Press F20 again to toggle the reverse image off. In the column preceding the text block, that is, in its attribute byte, key in the command AC and hit enter. Note that the text block is automatically centered, AC'd. Press F14, that is the Shift plus F2 key, to show the ruler. Note that the ruler is a visual aid. It is not a part of your display screen image. Move cursor towards the right end of the screen. Press F14 again, a couple times to toggle the ruler display. Next rule, never write on the ruler. Results are unpredicted. Move cursor to third row, second column, and key in within quotes, type metro, comma, then enter, full stop. Move cursor to fifth row, fourth column, and key in within quotes, center name, 3 spaced out dots. Move cursor to 23rd row, second column, and key in within quotes, F3 equals exit, double space, F12 equals cancel. Then hit enter. Remember to never use the delete key. If you make a mistake, press F5 to refresh. Move cursor to 5th row, 23rd column, and key in plus B within brackets 6 and hit enter. In the attribute byte of the newly created field, key in a question mark and hit enter. In the bottom line, change the field name to center NM and hit enter. In the attribute byte of the newly created field, center NM, key in a star and hit enter. In the select field keywords screen, on top, note the attributes of the center name field. Against error messages, key in a Y and hit enter. In Define Error Messages screen, under Conditioning Indicators, key in 90. Under Error Message Text, key in Center Not Found, full stop. In the last column, under Response Indicators, key in 90 and hit enter. To return to Design Image screen, hit enter again. Press F3 to exit SDA work screen. To save work and exit, key in a 1 and hit enter. Note message in bottom which says record CNTR-INQ has been added. In Work with Display Records screen, to add a record format for the subfile, under Options, key in 1, tab over to Record field and key in SFL train for subfile record format and hit enter. In the Add New Record screen, change the record type to SFL for subfile and hit enter. For subfile control record, key in CTL train for subfile control record format and hit enter. In the Select Subfile Keywords screen, just hit enter. In the Select Subfile Control Keywords screen, against Subfile Display Layout, key in a Y and hit enter. In the Define Display Layout screen, against SFL Size, key in number 15, then field exit. Against SFL Page, also key in number 15, then field exit and hit enter. In the Select Subfile Control Keywords screen, against General Keywords, key in a Y and hit enter. In the Define General Keywords screen, against SFL DSP, under First Indicator column, key in the number 51. Against SFL DSP CTL, under column Y, key in a Y. And under First Indicator column, key in the number 51. Against SFL CLR, under First Indicator column, key in the number 50. For SFL End, for star more, under column Y, key in a Y. Against SFL End, under First Indicator column, key in the number 55 and hit enter. In the Select Subfile Control Keyword screen, against Select Record Keywords, key in a Y and hit enter. Against Indicator Keywords, key in a Y and hit enter. In the Define Indicator Keywords screen, under Keyword column, key in Page Down. Under the First Indicators, key in N55. Under Response Indicator column, key in the number 52. Under Text, key in Page Down. In the next input line, under Keyword column, key in Page Up. Under Response Indicator column, key in 53. Under Text, key in Page Up and hit enter. For Subfile Control Record Format CTL Train, in the Select Records Keywords screen, against Overlay Keywords, key in a Y and hit enter. Against Keyword Overlay, key in a Y and hit enter. Hit enters till you are back in Work with Display Records screen. Note the message in the bottom which says Subfile Record Format SFL Train has been added. In Work with Display Records screen, against Control Record Format CTL Train, key in 12 and hit enter. In the Design Image screen, press F4 to get the Work with Fields screen. In the first Add Row, under column Order, key in 10. Under column Field, key in RRN. After H for Hidden, under Length, key in 4, 0 for length of 4 with 0 decimal places and hit enter. Hit enter again to revert to Design Image screen. We just created the hidden field RRN which will hold the active subfile record number. If you have the ruler already displayed on the screen, press F14, that is Shift plus F2 key, to toggle away the ruler from the display. Move cursor right a few columns, key in within quotes center information and hit enter. For automatic centering, in its attribute byte, key in AC and hit enter. Move cursor after the letter N, key in 4 greater than symbols and hit enter to move it right 4 spaces. From the attribute byte, move cursor 7 left arrows to the left. Key in plus symbol, O for output, within brackets, the number 6 and hit enter. In its attribute byte, key in the question mark and hit enter. In the bottom line, rename the field center NM for center name and hit enter. Using arrow keys, move cursor to third row, third column. You may use the line and column number displayed in the bottom right of the emulator screen, or you may toggle on and off the ruler display. Key in the column heading center. Move 2 columns to the right and key in train. Move 2 columns to the right and key in engineer. Because engineer is a 15-column field, move 8 columns to the right and key in PLTF for platform. Move 1 column to the right and key in within quotes W hyphen days close quote. This is because hyphen is a control symbol used for moving fields, so we enclose it within quotes when we want it out as a text. Next, key in time space within quotes. Move 1 column to the right and key in ticket. Move 2 columns to the right and key in within quotes COMM dot for commission space date. We want this as one piece of text, hence we enclose it within quotes. Using arrow keys, move cursor to 4th row, 3rd column, that is next line. Under center, key in hyphens within quotes. Under each of the column headings, having put underlines under each of our column headings, and we had to enclose our hyphens within quotes because hyphen by itself is the move symbol for the screen design engine. Hit enter. Remember, engineer is a 15 long character field. However, we have only 14 hyphens under engineer. So, as it often happens when we design these screens interactively, we have some moving back and forth to do. And note that I have left an extra column between the ticket and the commission date columns. So let me move ticket right by 1 column, put the greater than symbol after the ticket column and the time column and the W days column and the PLTF column. Same way, put a greater than symbol after the hyphens below the PLTF column, put a greater than symbol under the hyphens below the W days column and the time column and the ticket column, and hit enter. Remember that the column heading time had a space after the alphabet E, so key in the greater than symbol after the space and hit enter. You have designed the header screen of the subfile control record format. Press F3 to exit the design image screen. To save and exit, key in a 1 and hit enter. Note the bottom message that subfile control record format CTL train has been updated. Having reviewed the logical file to access trains information city-wise. Let's create a display file with a subfile for inquiring on the train's information. To keep me motivated to produce more and even better quality free content, please subscribe to this channel. Hit the like button below, leave a comment or two, and share this video with your colleagues, friends, and other IBMi enthusiasts. Hit the bell icon below to actively follow along with the rest of our series.